Welcome to Ascend, a unified data engineering platform for building and running autonomous pipelines. This video will provide you with an overview to ingest data into BigQuery. To start, let's build a read connector, which is how we bring data into Ascend. Indeed, let's click on read connector. Let's select the S3 connection from our test bucket. And from this prefix, let's select this file. This is a CSV file with commas as the limiter and with an header row. Then we have to generate the schema, clicking the generate schema button, where Ascend fetches the data and try to guess what the schema of the data is. He was almost correct. Just the type of TS is timestamp, so we correct it manually. Then let's set the refresh schedule to hourly, meaning that every hour Ascend will refresh this component, getting new data and changing data and propagating these changes through the pipeline. Let's fix the name that I forgot to type. Is S3 input. And then let's query the data. We can run a query with SQL and check the data that we just ingested. Indeed, we have the three fields that we have seen before: ID, TS, and test field. We, for instance, can decide to select the ID and the timestamp. And supposing that we are happy with transformation, we can delete the limit to 100, supposing that we have billions of records. We first test it and then we extend it to the full dataset. Indeed, this is the result. We are happy with the result and we click to transform in order to create a new transformation. This transformation is going to be select fields and it's going to be done in Spark SQL. Notice that there are other options for this task. You can use, for instance, PySpark or Scala instead of SQL. But for now, let's stick to SQL. Let's create the transformation. Indeed, the transformation has been applied to this data. And now let's create the right connector in order to write the data to BigQuery. We do not have BigQuery connection yet, so we're going to create it. There are many connectors available here, but we're going to select BigQuery. We're going to give a name to the connection. We're going to select the test project, that is our project name, our dataset, and notice that you need a GCS bucket in order to stage the data before writing definitely to BigQuery. Lastly, you need the credentials that you can download from your service account of GCP. Then you have to type test connection in order to check that all the settings are correct, and indeed we passed all tests, so we are happy and we can create the connection. Once the connection is created, we can use it to create the writer to BigQuery. We can select the input data and we can select the dataset and the output table in BigQuery. We are happy, so we can create the writer. The writer is running a job, transferring data first to the bucket and then from the bucket inside the destination table. Let's wait for it to complete. And that's it. We built an autonomous data pipeline that will keep the data up to date, retry on failures, and notify upon irrecoverable issues. Thank you for watching.